Hey everyone, it's your boy Hvris, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We got Alps Lifee.
Hello, welcome.
Good bro. We met on YouTube, so something different for me as well, and for him, because I have never really done this before. He's a really good videographer. We met on a Facebook forum as well. And we decided today that I'll take him on a photo walk, teach him some photography stuff, and he's going to show me some videography stuff. And what you hope to get out of it, bro?
I think for me, it's like I've always been trying to improve my photography game. I've always been video focused. I am starting to get into photography a little bit, and I've seen Hvris's photos, and I feel like I could learn a lot from someone like him. Especially, his audience feels similar to my audience, but obviously on the different spectrums. And we're two different personalities, so let's see what the day brings. I feel like it's going to be a good shoot. And
did an interview with you on your channel, so if you're curious about that, head over to his channel, hit subscribe, and let's get into it. Let's get some nice photos, man. Alright, so unfortunately, I think it's too cold to actually set up a gimbal, right? So we're gonna go handheld. And I know you're a bit uncomfortable with that, but are you willing to give it a go?
I'm willing to give it a go.
Because you're going to take photos anyway, right?
Yeah. I guess it's like, at the end of the day, you have to get used to these kind of situations where something stops working, so yeah.
Try the next best thing. Plus it puts you out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's the best way to learn something, yeah? Let's give it a go, yeah? Alright guys, so just to give you a little context, that day was super cold. We couldn't feel our hands by the end of it, and the second thing was, we were in Aldgate East. So for those of you that don't know London very well, Aldgate East is a very old school, very East End part of London, and it's not a typical place tourists would go to. So I thought it would be really nice to kind of explore that area. I started off with a composition that we happened to be sat by anyway. It was a puddle on the street, and it was just a nice way to warm up, get a few test shots, see how we're feeling with the video and everything, and it worked out pretty well. Not the bangers I was looking for, but a good way to kind of get the day started, even though it was super cold. We later stumbled upon my typical composition, which is a telephone box, and this was something that was a bit more to my taste, something a bit more that was a bit more me. I really liked the photo I took, and then Alp decided to take a photo as well, and I love his take on it. He really decided to play around, do a few things. Just so you know, these are all his edits and his photos that he sent me. So it was nice to see that you take one composition and you show someone else, they take basically their own interpretation, and it looks like a completely different image, looks like a completely different place altogether. So that was super nice. Later we stumbled upon a nice fence, and this fence was, I don't know, I wanted to try and make this work. I had in my gut, I was like, this could be a sick photo. And we both tried and we kept trying, but this is what I ended up with. I think it's okay, but it's not an absolute banger, so let's move on. Throughout the day we were filming B-roll for Alp's interview with me. You can see that on his channel, by the way. Click the link in the description box below. You can find an interview of me and get to know me a little better. Either way, we were filming B-roll for him and his channel and his video, which was really nice, if I might add. And for some reason we stumbled upon this amazing bike lane, which was nice and blue, and then you had these buildings which were blue as well and kind of gave that nice feel, and it was just those perfect leading lines. So we decided to take the opportunity to have a shot here. It worked really well actually, and I just love that his shot was completely different, and both of them are bangers, but they're just completely different. He has a different lens. I believe he had the 16 or 18 to 55 Fuji lens. I used my X-T2 with a 35mm f2, and it gave me a 50mm equivalent using the APS-C sensor. So mine was a bit more tight and he had a bit more room to play with, so you can see how using different focal lengths can really change how a photo looks. but I really like it. It is very good. Both of them would absolute, you know what I mean? As we progress on, he decided to open up a bit more, so it was a bit, it wasn't as loose and free and to explore, but as the day went on, the guy really opened up, and I'm really proud that he decided to try and take some more shots, and he got a lovely candid shot of me right now, which I'm very thankful for. So if you're watching this, thank you, man. And decided that why don't I return the favor and get some candid shots of him while he had to get on a phone call. So overall, really happy with the photo walk. Something I would really love to do more with people, and this is definitely not going to be the last video I do with Alps Lifee. So if you like what you see, definitely check it out. Check out the interview I did with him and give feedback on how did you find this video. Is this something you'd like to see more of? Let your boy know. Dude, it's really, really cold.
Freezing.
My hands are frozen, but we got the job done. And how's your experience, man? What would you take away from this?
Yeah, I think you got some really good eye for frame. A lot of shots definitely I wouldn't have kind of thought about. It's kind of weird because like in video I can think about it, but when I go to photo, it's like I hit a brick wall.
Yeah.
And I think like creative aspect of it is like when you see someone else doing it, it's like actually hang on a second. If I was doing video, I would have done the same thing. And it's I guess it's like you've only got that one chance to get that good shot. Whereas in video, it's like I can mess up a little bit, I can get away with it, I can slap a transition. Photos, it's that one shot, you know, and I think it's so much harder to get like a really nice shot from there.
It was like when I was trying to get that pigeon flying across the sky, and I was just like so frustrated I couldn't get it, man. But yeah, we went through some transitions, we tried a few things, and just thank you so much for being a part of it, man. I love the shots that you did. Like, I think the message here is that like it's always good to go and experiment with different people, because I kind of led the way in the beginning, trying out a few different compositions, but by the end of it, you were like taking charge and you were like, actually, this could work. Oh, look at those leading lines, and it was like you're kind of owning it after, and you owned it, you grew into it, and and obviously, fair enough, the gimbal and stuff didn't really work out, but you tried something new and it might work out for you.
I'm a little bit disappointed. I had a couple of gimbal shots in mind, but I think you know, for the documentary style that I'm shooting for him, it's gonna be, it'll fit in because it's kind of like that raw run and gun. Especially photography is like street photography. We'll call it street videography. You know, with the handheld look. The lens is stabilized, so hopefully it'll be good enough. And I think as well you're gonna enjoy the photos that he took today. Some of them, just like I was like, wow, okay, that's good. I like that. And you know, that's why I wanted to collaborate with this guy, because I knew photography that you do is like, it kind of fits in. It's like my yin to my yang, you know. And
yeah, that's the thing with you. Like, you're very, very meticulous. You want everything to be sharp. Production needs to be like on point. And I'm just like, yeah, that's okay. Let's just go handheld and run and gun, and we'll figure it out later. So it's a good way to like, it's a good way to learn from each other. So I hope this inspires you to go out there, meet with people that you probably wouldn't necessarily meet with, and just have fun and see what happens. Like, it doesn't always have to be like perfect every single time. Peace.